Japan is taking a major step toward equipping its F-2 fighter fleet with an indigenous long-range standoff missile, significantly expanding the aircraft's strike capability. On July 30th, photographers outside Gifu Air Base captured images of a Japan Air Self-Defense Force, F-2B, the two-seat flight test aircraft, carrying two large, previously unseen missiles mounted on its inboard wing pylons. While the Ministry of Defense has not officially identified the weapon, its size, external configuration, and the timing of the test strongly indicate that it is the air-launched variant of Japan's upgraded Type 12 surface-to-ship missile, now designated the Type 25 missile. This assessment is further supported by Japan's defense planning documents, which identify an air-launched upgraded Type 12 as a weapon scheduled for integration with the F-2 beginning in fiscal year 2027. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why Type 25 missile-armed Japanese F-2 strike jet will make China shiver. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The F-2B was most likely engaged in a captive carry flight test, a critical phase in the certification of any new air-launched weapon before live release trials begin. The missiles observed beneath the aircraft's inboard wing stations featured a long, slender fuselage with prominent chin, folding mid-body wings, cruciform tail surfaces, and what appears to be a ventral air intake. These design characteristics strongly suggest an air-breathing cruise missile optimized for sustained subsonic flight. The fast-setted chin and smoothly blended contours are also indicative of efforts to reduce the missile's radar signature, while the folding wing arrangement enables compact carriage beneath the aircraft before deploying after launch to maximize aerodynamic efficiency. During captive carry testing, the missiles remain attached to the aircraft throughout the flight while engineers gather essential performance data under real operating conditions. The objective is to evaluate aerodynamic behavior, vibration characteristics, structural loads, aircraft handling qualities, electrical and avionics integration, and weapon store compatibility. The trials also validate the missile's safe separation characteristics prior to live release testing. The integration of the missile with F-2 makes sense. The Mitsubishi F-2 is the Japan Air Self-Defense Force's primary indigenous multi-role fighter and serves as the backbone of its maritime strike capability. Developed jointly by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries and Lockheed Martin as a derivative of the F-16 Fighting Falcon, the F-2 features a larger composite wing, increased fuel capacity, advanced Japanese-developed avionics, and one of the first operational active electronically scanned array, AESA, radars fitted to a fighter aircraft. A total of 94 aircraft, including single-seat F-2A and twin-seat F-2B variants, were produced, although the operational fleet is smaller due to aircraft losses and attrition. The Type 25 surface-to-ship guided missile represents one of the most significant milestones in Japan's indigenous missile development since the end of the Second World War. Officially entering service in March 2026, the missile is the production version of the extensively upgraded Type 12 surface-to-ship missile and serves as the cornerstone of Japan's emerging long-range standoff strike capability. Unlike the original Type 12, which was designed primarily as a coastal defense weapon, the Type 25 has evolved into a true multi-role cruise missile capable of conducting both anti-ship and land attack missions at ranges exceeding 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles. Its induction reflects a fundamental evolution in Japan's defense doctrine, from a force focused exclusively on territorial defense to one capable of holding hostile military assets at risk before they can be employed against Japan. The air-launched variant is expected to offer an even greater operational reach than its ground-based counterpart. Launching from a high-speed aircraft at altitude provides the missile with significant initial kinetic and potential energy, allowing it to conserve fuel during the early stages of flight and extend its effective strike range. Although the Ministry of Defense has not disclosed detailed technical specifications, defense analysts believe the missile is powered by a compact, fuel-efficient turbofan or turbojet engine. Such a propulsion system would enable sustained low-altitude subsonic flight over extended distances while enhancing survivability through terrain-following and sea-skimming flight profiles. The missile's guidance architecture also represents a substantial technological advancement over previous Japanese cruise missiles. It is believed to combine inertial navigation with satellite-based positioning, terrain reference navigation, and sophisticated terminal guidance. During the terminal phase, the missile is expected to employ an active radar seeker capable of detecting, classifying, and engaging individual warships, even within dense naval formations. This capability enables precision strikes against moving maritime targets, rather than merely fixed coordinates. The Japanese Ministry of Defense has further indicated that future standoff weapons will operate as part of a network-centric strike architecture, receiving in-flight target updates from satellites, unmanned aerial vehicles, maritime patrol aircraft, and other intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance assets to maintain accuracy against mobile targets. Importantly, rather than existing as a single ground-launched weapon, the Type 25 has been conceived as a family of standoff missiles deployable across multiple domains. The ground-launched variant has entered the service and is fired from highly mobile transporter erector launchers. As the Chinese Navy and Coast Guard have expanded into the world's largest maritime forces, the security environment surrounding Japan has become increasingly challenging. The People's Liberation Army Navy has rapidly modernized with advanced destroyers, cruisers, aircraft carriers, submarines, and large amphibious assault ships, while the China Coast Guard has evolved into a heavily armed paramilitary force capable of supporting Beijing's maritime claims. Operating alongside China's maritime militia, these forces maintain a near-continuous presence around contested areas such as the Senkaku Islands and across the First Island chain. Their growing reach and ability to sustain operations hundreds of kilometers from the Chinese mainland have prompted Japan to add standoff weapons in its arsenal. The Japan Air Self-Defense Force has begun receiving the Norwegian Joint Strike Missile, JSM, for integration with its F-35 fleet, while Tokyo is also pursuing the acquisition of the U.S.-made AGM-158 JASSMER to enhance the long-range strike capability of its fighter aircraft. On July 29th, destroyer J.S. Chokai successfully conducted Japan's first live firing of a Tomahawk cruise missile during testing in the Pacific. Viewers can check the video on above card for more details on that. For F-2 crews, the integration of the air-launched Type 25 fundamentally alters the operational risk calculus. The missile's extended standoff range allows the aircraft to engage hostile targets from significantly greater distances, reducing the need to penetrate the engagement envelopes of Chinese fighter aircraft, naval surface-to-air missile systems, and integrated shore-based air defenses. The air-launched variant also provides Japan with considerably greater operational flexibility. Unlike ground-based launchers, fighter aircraft can rapidly reposition and approach targets from multiple directions, creating diverse attack axes that complicate an adversary's defensive planning. China had strongly criticized Japan's deployment of the ground-launched Type 25 surface-to-ship missile, arguing that its approximately 1,000-kilometer range and land attack capability exceed the requirements of Japan's traditional, exclusively defense-oriented policy. Chinese officials contend that the missile represents a shift toward offensive strike capabilities directed primarily against China, while state media have described the system as part of a broader Japanese kill network integrating satellites, airborne sensors, and long-range precision weapons. An air-launched Type 25 is a cause for further concerns for China.